I am playing in the European Women's Blitz Chess Championship, and in round number 1, I played someone I have dreamt of playing for a very long time. 10-year-old Bodhana Sivanandan. This girl is absolutely incredible, okay? Her rating is right now of 2332 in Blitz rating. She has an incredible row of achievements. I mean, in March 2024, she was the world number 1 girl under 10. She is the youngest English player to ever be sent, to an Olympiad. She has defeated a grandmaster. She's the youngest, girl ever to defeat a grandmaster. She even defeated former women's world chess champion Maria Muzichuk earlier in 2025. So it's just incredible. She even won the UK Women's Blitz Championship, okay? And she's 10 years old. It's absolutely insane. So I've heard about her and I've always wanted to face her, but there's never been a chance until now. And this was played in Monaco. So I had the white pieces and I was a little bit nervous before the round because, I knew how good she was. And I could also see that she was sitting on her own little chair because I think she's too short to reach all the pieces in the board because, she's very young. She's only 10 years old. So she has to sit on like an extra chair on her seat. I don't think I've ever faced someone that has this. But I was obviously trying to not think about, the fact that she's a young kid, but of course just knowing that she's a way better chess player than I am. So we were talking a little bit before the game, and I told her actually also that my fans really, really, like her and that they follow her journey and wish her good luck and everything. So after a little bit of waiting, we shook hands and she started the clock. I went d4, she went d5, I went c4, she went c6, and this ended up becoming a semi-Slav, which happens when black goes for that move e6. So I went e3 to keep my pawn defended. She brought out her knight, and I decided to ultra defend my pawn by going b3. So far, everything was good. I had my glasses on, I was ready. And she ended up playing bishop d6. So all of this I kind of knew the theory of. I felt very confident here, but I was kind of thinking, wait, does my bishop go to e2? Does it go to d3? Where does my bishop go? I was thinking, and I wasn't exactly sure. But after spending a little bit of time thinking, I decided to go bishop e2. She was playing the moves very quickly. She went castles, I went castles too. And I forgot to say, but the time control is of 3 minutes plus 2 seconds per move. So we have very little time here. I went bishop b2 because this is where I felt like my bishop should go, and she went bishop b7. And now I wanted to do a breakthrough in the center, but I couldn't really figure out how. So I started thinking about, is there any way I can go e4? And I spent a little bit too long thinking, I think, because it is only a 3-minute game, so I really should be playing faster, but I was locked in on this idea of how can I play the move e4, and I thought for a little bit more, and I ended up going queen c2. She instantly went rook c8, and I thought, okay, now I have to go e4. I wanted to make sure that I didn't blunder anything with e4, but I just thought, okay, that's gotta be the move, because her bishop on b7 is also not protected right now. So I thought I had time to go for it. So I ended up going e4, and she took it. I took back, and now my plan was just to take everything, get my queen active, and hopefully activate my bishop on b2. So at this point, I had quite a bit less time than her, so I thought, okay, it's time, Anna, to play really fast. I brought my queen to the other side of the board, and now I was actually quite happy. I thought, yes, you got a good position. She played the move c5, and I wasn't sure here. I thought I should get a rook to the d file just because the queen is very, is standing there. So I decided to bring my f rook. Perhaps it would have been better to bring my a rook, but I ended up bringing my f rook because it just felt then like it made more sense. She took my knight and I took back, and now with the bishop here, I really thought I was doing great. In my mind, I thought, wait a second, I actually have a great position against Bodhana. This is amazing. Here I made a mistake though. I took that pawn. I think I should just have pushed it one step instead of taking. She instantly took it back, and my plan was to get her to get some double pawns. So I was trying to think about this endgame, but my time was getting lower and lower. But I just thought that I would get an endgame where I would be having quite a good position. So I spent a little bit of time here thinking. I was getting stressed. I was looking at the clock because I knew that now I was feeling the pressure of time, and her clock was not ticking because she was just playing so incredibly fast. I also realized that her starting rank in the whole tournament was 9th, which is just amazing at the age of 10. Well, I ended up taking that knight on f6 because I wanted her pawns to get doubled, because I thought, okay, now this should be completely equal. I activated my rook, and I actually thought I might be a bit better because I realized that I would have the open file. My rook would be a lot more active, and in endgames, active pieces is the most important thing. So she went a5 to protect her pawn, and I decided to go rook d1, and this I thought was very good. I almost dropped a piece, but luckily I didn't. And my plan was now actually to go for the move bishop h5, because now she can't really in any way activate her rooks, because then the f7 pawn is going to be hanging. So my plan was actually now to try to bring both of my rooks to the 7th rank and then really go after that f7 pawn. And I thought maybe I'm even winning, I thought. So she spent here a bit of time thinking, which made me very happy because finally I wasn't the only one that I was thinking. She ended up going king g7, and I thought, okay, well, I can go for my plan then of just simply moving the rook. I ended up going g3 first though, which actually maybe it would have been better to be a bit more active now immediately. But g3 I thought is always a move that I want to do because I don't want to get any back rank issues. I don't want to at any point out of mistake lose from a back rank checkmate. That would be disastrous, I thought. So she was thinking here about a plan, but now maybe I gave her some extra time to run away with the king, which was an idea that I hadn't seen. I thought here that I'm just simply winning that pawn, and I actually thought I was just winning here. So she went king f6, which is a very smart plan. And I just continued with my plan of moving the rook, and now she went rook d8, which I thought was a mistake because I thought, okay, I will just simply be able to win her pawn, after trading rooks. But now after the king went to e5, she gets a very active king, and what I had forgotten to see was that her rook was going to get to d2 and it was going to get very active. And here I'm actually worse, even though I'm 2 pawns up, which I did not understand at all. My time was really ticking here, and I started to feel the pressure, so I went h4. She took my pawn, I moved my king, and now I only had one dream, which was my h pawn, but that dream was not so long-lived because she had plenty of pawns right now. I was playing really fast because I could really feel the pressure. I tried to win her pawn, and I thought, okay, if I'm able to win that pawn, maybe I'm able to win several pawns, and then maybe I'm just able to maybe get a draw. So she started pushing that pawn. I took with check. She moved her king to a very good square, and now I wasn't sure of how to stop that pawn. And at this point, I took her pawn and didn't realize it was checkmate. So she just checkmated me, and I lost the game. But she played so well. She played with an accuracy of 97.1, according to chess.com engines, which is just like amazing. Like, I cannot believe that. 97 in accuracy. Like, wow. So she played, way better than me, and yeah, it was just such a cool opportunity to play someone as strong as her. And here you can see her bringing out her chair. So, I'm honored to have played Bodhana. I'm sure that she's gonna go very, very, very far in her chess career, and I think that we should all be following her chess career to see how far she goes. Very excited for her future. I just hope one day I can be close to being as good. Thank you so much for watching this video, and let me know if you want to see round 2 of this tournament as well, because this tournament became very exciting.